Hi everyone, hope you guys are doing well. There's this one little spot of sunlight up there that I can't quite get rid of. The cat is next to me. She's being really sweet. She's rubbing up on me right now, so if you hear her purring, she's next to me. I have a magazine here. It's an old magazine, and please excuse my horrible nails. I picked off my polish today. This is an old Entertainment Weekly. It might be from it says it's from June. This is one my mom gave me. So I have a big stack of Rolling Stone magazines and Entertainment Weeklies that my mom gives me. And they're basically, I use them for a coffee table, underneath my little coffee table for when people are bored or whatever. So I've been needing to do another magazine video for a while. I somehow haven't been getting my Ulta magazine at my new house, which is unfortunate, so I'll just talk about whatever's in here. Okay. I also have a can of LaCroix, or LaCroix, however you personally say it, right there, and you can probably hear it bubbling periodically, because I'm going to be sipping out of it. If it's distracting for you to look at this nail, my others aren't much better, so you might want to look at something different. I'm going to take a sip now. Okay, I also don't know how much storage I have left on my phone, or when my roommates will be back, so here goes. Says The Rising Star. It's that new, I guess it's that show where the viewers are live tweeting or commenting about the person who's performing. This ring looks a lot bigger in this video than it really is. I'm going to take this off so it's getting in my way. Got some Kings of the Street, Stars of 22 Jump Street. Some info about Orange is the New Black. Then you have some quotes from Quotes of the Week. One is from Julia Louis-Dreyfus. It says, "I want to hear what you see, and I want to see what you feel." From her character Selena on Veep. That's a pretty funny show. Another one is from Kate Mulgrew, who plays Red on Orange is the New Black. It says, "My friendship used to come with perks. Now I'm just an angry old Russian lady. Without the free pantyhose and eyeliner, I'm not quite the girl I used to be." I love her character. You can tell this is old. It says, "Hello Summer." It's talking about Lenny's Summer Shandy Brewing Company. And you've got a little bit in here about Sam Smith and his song "Stay With Me." I can't imagine that any of you don't know who Sam Smith is, but if you don't, he has an amazing voice, and I don't know, he's like the Whitney Houston of men. I love Whitney Houston. And also he has a version of a Whitney Houston song that is just, I think it's How Will I Know, and it's so good. You have a little bit here about Twix. Blake Shelton. Transporter. Lisa Kudrow. Cigarette ad. It's got a little bit about Tracy Morgan over here and his recovery. Then it's got things that are popular through Brazil, such as during the World Cup. Let's see, I can't pronounce most of these things, but it's got movies, books, TV, music, street art, food, fashion. For fashion, it says the country's most famous export, Havaianas, flip-flops, were introduced in 1962. Approximately 8 pairs are produced each second, and the brand's Sao Paulo flagship store is a must on any tourist's itinerary. With its contemporary design by Brazilian architect Isay Winefield. And it's got a little man crush thing about Jonah Hill and Channing Tatum. I'm just, with my Sharpie, gonna trace. Does that help? Yeah, that helps. Her name is Kaya. Some of you have asked me that before. Her name is Kaya. Some of you guys, or one person particularly, asked me, they thought it would be a good idea for me to do a costume tutorial or like explanation video, and I think that's a really good idea because if you watch my last video, I told you that I've changed my mind. I have a costume now that is going to be costume was much more difficult to put together than his was. Most of his pieces, actually all of his pieces, we bought online, except for some stuff that I'm going to add myself and do a little craft project. My stuff was harder. I had to find the overalls and blah, blah, blah. It's a long story. I talked about it in another video, so I think what I'm going to do, because I don't have the camera, period, or the desire, really, to film a video of, like, my face and all that stuff. So what I think I'll do is make a video only talking about my costume, how and where I got the items I'm going to use, and then I might do at the end a little tutorial kind of with the modeling wax I'm going to be using for the scars, but I'll do it like on my hand or something. So I don't know if that'll be interesting to some of you. This person particularly asked, so I think I'm going to describe and give links to where I got some of the stuff, or some ideas, some inspiration I had. I'll give links in the description box, so that hopefully someone else, if they ever decide to do the same thing, will have an easier time getting the pieces than I did. And I can give you some advice about, like, who not to use on Amazon, etc. So if you think that'll be interesting for you, I will try to, probably not tomorrow, but at some point this weekend, make maybe a longer video about that, in the spirit of Halloween. So let me keep on. This says roses are red, violets are blue. I got your back 'cause you're my boo. Then it has Channing Tatum and Jonah Hill, who I've now defaced with my sharpie. And it just has a little article about them. Then it has the 50 best scenes. I assume from this past year's television, 2013's best television scenes. It says now that the seasons are officially over. Blah, 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 blah. Most award-worthy performances, and there's spoil alerts. I'm not going to read any of these to you. Then you've got a little blurb about American Horror Story and Homeland, 2 shows I watch religiously. Yes, I'm all caught up on both. If you ever want to ask me about them or talk to me about them, I will be happy to. Because I love American Horror Story. Jessica Lange is a legend. I love her. Also, Angela Bassett. How awesome is it that Angela Bassett has been in a couple seasons? She's so good. That's really the only reason I watch is for, it's a good show, but Jessica Lange's my favorite, and I love her, so I watch because of her. Then you've got more about Sam Smith. Info about his album. I also watch The Walking Dead. So I've been very busy lately with fall television. It says here, it's got some info about Orphan Black. I wonder if any of you in the UK can tell me what you think about Orphan Black. I've been wanting to watch it. I haven't gotten around to it because there's just so many other shows that I watch. I usually record. I usually don't watch a show except for American Horror Story. At the time when it first airs, I usually record them. Obviously, I couldn't watch Orphan Black at the same time that it airs, but I would be interested in watching that sometime when I get the time. So tell me what you think about that show. Then it talks about the show Girls. I also watch that show, but usually not until the season has come out, and then I'll just watch them, like binge watch them. Kind of a love-hate relationship. It's like a show that I don't really want to like, but I can't help it. I can't help but like it. I heard that Taylor Swift is going to be in this season. Now, if that were true, I would just not watch this season because I really can't stand Taylor Swift. I'm sure she's a lovely person, etc., etc., but just something about her personality in the way that I see it in the media and all that, I just couldn't watch her on a show that I like. But then I heard she was just making an appearance, so I could tolerate that, I guess. Portlandia, that's a good show. Bates Motel, I also like that, but I haven't watched it very much. 21 Jump Street. I heard that there was, well, first of all, let me back up. Who has ever seen Paranormal Activity? So far, I have seen all the way to Paranormal Activity 4. And I won't say what that one's about, but I did not realize there was more and that they've been out for a while. I just discovered that last night. The next one I need to watch it's not called Paranormal Activity. It's like spin-off of that. If you've seen it, let me know what you think, because I'm debating watching that tonight. And then it's got Essence Festival, New Orleans, 2014. This is back in July. For people like Prince, Janelle Monáe, Nile Rodgers. I have seen Nile Rodgers live, and he's amazing. Who else have I seen? It's got Erykah Badu. Have I seen Erykah Badu? No, I would remember if I've seen Erykah Badu. I've seen The Roots. Okay, Michelle. Nas. I've seen Nas. And I believe I've seen Mike Swift. And you got some Lana Del Rey. I don't really know. I haven't made up my mind about Lana Del Rey. I don't particularly like her music. Occasionally it can sound good when, like if it's the theme of a movie or something really dramatic, which usually involves film or television, when I like it. But just on its own, just listening to her music by itself, when you can't see any visuals, I don't like. I don't know if that makes any sense, but she and Taylor Swift, they do to me what Keanu Reeves does to me and what Sandra Bullock does to me, which is that something about them, I just so aggravates me that I just can't even look at them, really. That sounds really mean, and I don't mean it to be like that I hate them or anything, but it's just, I don't know. All celebrities aren't, everybody doesn't like every celebrity, obviously. People have different interests and things that they like, and just something about me makes me not like something about Lana Del Rey's personality. I don't know what it is. So I do have a few of her songs, but I don't really listen to them that often. But yeah, she's alright. I guess that's what I was trying to get at. It took me a while to get there. Jennifer Lopez, Iggy Azalea, Arctic Monkeys. I used to really like the Arctic Monkeys when I was in high school. Skull. Oh God. Ugh. And you got some information about all the shows you could watch. And then a promo for the final season of True Blood, which was June 22nd. And then a commercial for Chipotle. Have you seen, there is a really cool, I think you can find it on YouTube or probably on Chipotle's website, but they paid a whole bunch of money to have a song done by, who was it by? Frank Ocean. They were paid Frank Ocean all this money, or I don't know, you have to read about it to get I'm not telling this correctly. Frank Ocean, I guess, was going to do some song for some new Chipotle ad, and this was several months back. And the Chipotle ad itself is super cool. It's an animated, pretty long commercial. It's like a few minutes long, and you can look it up, I'm sure, and watch it. It's kind of depressing, but it's very cool and very entertaining. And I heard that at the last minute they just didn't use Frank Ocean because there's some drama with the money, or he didn't like that they didn't show his name big enough, or something like that, and so they didn't use him anymore. But yeah, you should definitely check that out because it's really cool. I'm probably going to watch it again in just a moment now that we're talking about it. So anyway, I hope you guys enjoyed this. I know I tend to ramble, so if you've made it to